Hello again, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting adventure of Desk Talk. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to beat your competition. I've been looking forward to this video for so long to try and explain to guys how to beat your competition. I get this question all the time from fellow YouTubers, always wanting to know, how do I do it? How do I beat them? I hear this all the time about how ridiculous it is for guys to try and compete. And they're like, how can I compete? Because, everybody's got the price beat down so bad. And I hear this all day long. And I have to tell you, I've been there. I've been frustrated by this so many times you would not believe, until I actually truly sat down and said, you know what? We're going to charge what we have to charge no matter what. Either we get them or we don't get them. That's going to be our policy, because I'm in business to make money. And if I can't make money, I don't need to be in this business. I'll get into a different business where I can make money. Life is too short. God only gave us so many days on this earth to begin with. So to spend any amount of time not making money so that you can get ahead with your family is just ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, and I'm literally put a ton of thought into this to try and help you guys. What I want you to take away from this video today, I want you to absolutely, unequivocally know I have your best interest in mind when I tell you this. I have done it. I have proven it can be done. We do it to this day. We do it every single day. We beat our competitors every single day. We had to get smart. We had to get wise about it, stick to our guns. And what I'm going to tell you now are the following reasons that we are able to be successful in beating our lawn care competition. Okay? Number one, it is not hard. It is not hard at all to come in there. I mean, and I shouldn't say at all, because there's a certain amount of work that you have to do in order to be different. I can't give you a magic bullet and say, here, just swallow this pill and it's a good thing and you're going to be good to go and you're going to beat all your competition, because that's not the case. In our town, just to give you an idea, in Wisconsin, it's not that bad. I'm competing with, in a smaller town here, I'm competing with 4 or 5 guys. When you get into the Florida market, I'm competing with 400 and 500 guys. So it's a ridiculous amount of people that are in my business, and we're still winning. So believe me when I tell you, these things that we are doing, you need to implement them. Don't just listen to what I say and say, geez, I don't know, boy, that sounds like an awful lot to do. Well, you know what? Stop bitching about it then. Stop bitching about you not being able to compete with your competition out there and they're kicking your ass. If you actually want to do something about it, then do something about it. I'm going to give you the tools that you need to do it. So listen up and please pay attention to the details here, because it's extremely important. Okay, number one. The number one thing we do that our competition does not is we answer our telephones, believe it or not. Here's what I'm telling you. If a customer calls, they'll call that number because what's on their mind right now? When they want to find a lawn care service, they want to find them right now. Today's day and age, nobody has patience for anything. They want it done right now, and they want to move on to the next thing because they got a list that long of things that they have to get done. Okay? So, having said that, now the guys are out there. You get the phone call. What does most of my competition do? They don't answer the phone. Do you think that customer is going to call them back a second time? No, they're not. If they can't get them on the phone, odds are they're going to go right to the internet, grab the next lawn care company, and they're going to give him a call. And guess what happens? If he shows up, he answers his phone, and he goes out there and talks to him, he just landed him a customer that you should have had. Because you did all the work to get your name up in front of him to begin with. He called you, and then you dropped the ball because you didn't answer your phone. Number one mistake people make is they don't answer their phone. Now, that's a simple thing. It sounds simple to do, right? Believe it or not, to try and make sure you keep this phone on you all the time, even on the weekends when the girls are off and nobody's in the office, and my wife and I still man the phones all the time, or else we'll take turns on the weekends. We'll give it to the office girls, and they take the phone home with them, so that there's always somebody answering this phone. So that is 100% critical. Number one. Okay. There's a lot of them, so I got to move on. But meet with them. Meet with them immediately. As soon as we call them, what I try to tell them is I'm going to get a manager out to see them immediately. So I immediately get a hold of my manager. I tell my manager, you call him up, you go see him right away. His goal is to drop what he is doing, run over there, and get that customer. Get him right now. We don't want to give that customer the time to call your competition. We want to be Johnny on the spot. We answered our phone. First, we paid all the money. We did all the marketing right. We got the phone to ring. Once we got the phone to ring, now we answered the phone. Done everything right so far. Now we're heading right over to her house to close the sale. As soon as we get over there, being punctual like that, people appreciate that, and they will sign up with you because they can see how Johnny on the spot you are. You're right there. So, very important. Now, when you go there, dress nice. And I mean this. Dress nice. Try and be clean cut if you can. Don't be scrubby. Have a 6-day-old beard hanging off your face. Looks like you don't take care of your own appearance. I look at that, and just like a customer, I believe, looks at it a lot of times like, look at your appearance. You dress like a slob. You look like a slob. You're too lazy to shave. You haven't done that in how long? And I'm going to trust you to manicure my lawn and keep everything looking really good? Nah, I don't think so. So, I'm telling you, dress nice. Get rid of the holey jeans. Put on a nice pair of slacks, a nice dress shirt. Go over there and see them. Okay? Be professional is what I'm telling you. Show up on time. If you tell them you're going to be there in 20 minutes, be there in 20 minutes. Okay? Give yourself enough time to make sure that you're not late. All right? Last thing you want to do is apologize for being late. So, be on time. Don't be early. Don't be late. Just be on time. Okay? Have a professional attitude when you go over there. Be upbeat. Be, very positive about everything and smile a lot and just tell them what it means that you call them. We're really glad that you called them, and we've been trying to pick up more business in this neighborhood, and we have several that we do right around here, and let them know that you're already doing houses in that neighborhood, and they like that. They like the fact that you're doing other houses in the neighborhood, whether you are or not. They like that fact, because then they feel like they can trust you more. Okay, so not telling you to be dishonest with them. More than likely, you probably have accounts that are nearby anyway, so that's just what you tell them. But anyway. You do what you say you're going to do for them. If you tell them that you're going to be there every Friday and you're going to mow that property every Friday between 3 and 5 o'clock, you got to make sure that you're doing that. That's a big promise. I don't even like to throw those out at all, just because of the fact that there's too many variables that come into play that you can't do it. One of the things that drove us crazy for a long time, and we lost customers on this till we figured out what we were going to do about it, is if we usually mowed them on, let's say, a Monday, all of a sudden we picked up so many extra accounts during the week that now instead of being on a Monday, just the way we had to reroute the schedule, we're going to mow them on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Okay? So having done that, we would have customers who would get upset with us and they'd be like, well, geez, what's going on? I mean, one day we're being mowed on every Monday and the next day on every Tuesday, and now it's on Wednesdays. What's going on? You guys are so inconsistent. What I do is I try to explain to them what's happening, how I'd be 100% honest with them. Tell them, look, our business is growing by leaps and bounds. And this is why I cannot give you a guaranteed time. But once we get our system established, when the spring rush is in, after, you pick up hundreds of accounts, you get them all lined up, everybody's got their routes that they have to take care of. Now I can get it more towards, it's generally going to be every Monday or every Wednesday or what have you, because now I've got a lot better idea. The main rush has come in. Now, they're still coming in. I mean, we get calls all year round for it, but not where it's life-changing, where it's always changing the day a week on you. It's not like a flood where you're going to pick up 25 new jobs within the next 2 days, things like that. So keep that in mind. Do what you say you're going to do. So don't ever promise them anything that you can't deliver, okay? Be dependable. Here again, be dependable. And I can say that till I'm blue in the face, but if you're one of these guys that come up there and you showed up this week and you mowed them and next week you didn't show up at all, things like that, it's no wonder they dump you and they go find somebody else, because you're inconsistent. So you have to be dependable, okay?